the video, make sure it's muted.
Hang on a second here, guys. Technology at its finest.
Once that's up, you can start going.
You know how to do this, Christine?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then I have to mute this. All right, thank you. So almost, guys, give me another minute.
Just gonna open up the video, make sure it's muted.
Okay. Oops.
Stop it.
I didn't do it.
You're not muted, Nance.
Yeah. I won't even say what I.
Potter's helping me.
Now you're not muted.
No. All right.
So
So-
you want us to, when we're not talking, right?
That would be very helpful because there's 20 people in the room. So, all right. So, Domingo, you want to call the meeting to order, or what do you want to do here? You have the agenda for the appropriations?
Yes, I do. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Yes. You got it. Okay. You tell me when you're ready.
I would say we're ready.
All right. I call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Rita.
Aye. Here.
Rita here. Donahue.
Here, is this a public hearing or is this the actual meeting?
This is the public hearing.
Public hearing. I'm going to read the heading right now.
We don't
All
have
right, I'm just making sure where we're at. I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Just we wouldn't normally have to do that because we're doing remotely. I would like to have attendance, so thank you. Donahue here. Holly. Holly's not here. Farrenwald.
Here.
Farrenwald here. Hill.
Here.
Hill here. Mac. Mac not here. Carr.
Here.
Carr here. Cantelo-Zylman. He's not here. Slattery. Not here. Clinker.
Here.
Clinker here. Johnson.
Here.
Johnson here. Alexander.
Here.
Alexander here. Bellato.
Here.
Bellato here. Costas. Costas not here. Costas absent. We have 9 council members present, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Next, I'm going to move on. Hello.
Okay, we lost you for a minute there, Mayor. All right, I will,
Can you hear me now?
there we go. Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. The next, I'm going to go into number 2, reading of public notice. Public notice is hereby given that there will be a public hearing for the appropriation ordinance for fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2020 and ending December 31st, 2020 for the city of Blue Island on Tuesday, March 24th, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. to consider the following agenda. Again, we already gone with the call to order. The second will be the reading of public notice. The third part would be public comment on the appropriation document. And the fourth one would be the adjournment. So we read the reading of public notice. Any questions regarding what I just read?
I would like to say that this meeting is being held remotely on Tuesday, March 24th, 2020 at 6:40 as permitted by Executive Order number 2020-07 signed by Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker on March 16th, 2020 in response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
That's fine. So acknowledged. We'll move on to the third one, public comment on the appropriation document.
I did receive one public comment from Carol Green, and I will read it. It says, the fiscal and fiduciary mismanagement under the previous and current finance committees. The well-connected and protected have maintained the power structure and status quo since the April 2015 election. They're not concerned with helping poor working families and have instead focused on increasing taxes, fees, water rates, provided no bid contracts with actions that include lawsuit settlements, the removal of $5 million from the water fund, and failed to demand $5 million no strings attached for Blue Island first responders from quorum prior to the closure of Metro South, as evidenced by Blue Island City Council vote. Appropriation recommendations. Number 1, substantiate salary decreases and increases as they should be. Hold off on any increases until we, Blue Island City Hall, finds out where we are at. 2, add appropriations will be reviewed quarterly because we, Blue Island City Council, doesn't know what's going to happen moving forward. That's her public comment.
Okay. Anything else from the public?
Nothing else from the public, Your Honor.
All right, then we move on to number 4, if there's no other public comment.
Well, was there any automatic?
All right, go ahead.
Alderman Mack is trying to get into the meeting.
Okay, hang on a second.
Randy.
I don't see his.
If I could ask,
Try, no, is Alderman Mack? I think that's his number.
He might be muted.
Okay, I think this is his number, but I don't. Let me see if I can look up his number and see if I see it over in the. On
It's
the
a
right here.
773 number, Randy.
Right, I know that, but there's a couple of them in here that that I want to see. He called me a little while ago, so
Mac?
Yeah.
Here's his number.
816.
The last
Okay.
are 95.
Yeah, you should be. He should be able to be speaking right now. I have
Maybe
his number. His number is as he's listed as attending, but I can't get him here. That's it right there.
this one.
So Alderman Mack, I don't know if you can hear or not, but you are attached to the meeting and you have permission to speak. So I don't know. Okay. Anyway, Mayor, I don't know if there was. So where were we with aldermanic comments on the?
Yeah, aldermanic comments regarding this hearing.
Mr. Clerk, may I ask a question?
Yes.
So aldermanic comments are open now, but then I assume that we'll have any substantive discussion after the motion in city council to adopt the ordinance?
I would imagine that.
Because I'll withhold my questions until then.
All right. Any other alderman?
Mark Scarlato, Legislative Counsel. Yes, that is correct.
This is Kerry speaking. Just so there's a clear record, each alderman or participant that speaks should identify themselves. I know it can become redundant or seem redundant, but then at least everybody that's listening in remotely will know who is actually speaking.
Thank you,
Okay.
Council, for that comment. This is Mayor Vargas.
Okay.
Any other comments for the alderman?
Yeah, this is Alderman Johnson. I wanted to clarify the pay for the public works superintendent.
Would that, Matt, would you, or I mean, is it Mike, or would that be part of the appropriation discussion, or does public comment on the public hearing?
That would be part of the appropriations discussion at your hearing.
At the hearing, okay.
Who was that?
Mark
Who was that?
Scarlato, Legislative.
Johnson.
Cantelo-Zylman, Legislative Council.
Go ahead, alderman.
That was my question. So can we talk about it now, or we have to talk about it at another time?
No, we talk.
I'm sorry, Mark Scarlato again. You would talk about it when it's consideration for approval at your board meeting. Right now, this is just a public hearing on the appropriations order.
Okay. Thank you, Council. So we then will move on to number 4. This is Mayor Vargas for a motion for adjournment. I need a motion.
I'll make a motion. This is Alderman Nancy Rita.
Do I have a
Alderman
second?
Hill, second.
Who's the second from?
Alderman Hill.
Alderman Hill.
All right. All in favor, roll call, please.
Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Is Holly in the room? No, okay. Farnwald.
Aye.
Farnwald, aye. Hill.
Aye.
Hill, aye. Mack. He's in the room, but I couldn't get a vote from him. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Cantelo-Zylman. He's not here. Slattery's not here. Clinker.
Aye.
Clinker, aye. Johnson.
Did you say
To
Johnson?
Johnson, yes, to adjourn.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnson, aye. Alexander.
Yes.
Alexander, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. And then, okay, so the 9 ayes to adjourn.
Thank you very much. So then we will come back online at 7 p.m.
Yeah, so
Randy
I'm
and
gonna-
Mayor, remind everybody that there's a different call-in and different webinar ID for the actual meeting at 7 p.m.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go
Randy,
ahead.
why don't you do this? If you want to read it out, the number and the webinar ID number now.
For the dial-in number is 312-626-6799. That's the same number that most of you dialed in on. The webinar ID is 787-400-432.
Got it.
And I will wrap this one up, save it to recording, and then get the next one up, and so we can hopefully start right at 7. I'll open it right back up as soon as we get going here.
Is there a password?
There is a password. You shouldn't need it if you're dialing in, or even if you got the invite on your meeting, but it is 248372. Password is 248372. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Yes, that's correct. All right. Password 248372. Okay, I'm going to end this meeting, and we'll see you guys all in a minute.
All right. Thank you.
Michael.
Hey, Bree, how do I end this?